guys, sorry I didn't come back with a video from the next morning from my trip here in the Subaru, sleeping in it the first time. To be honest with you, my wife and daughter are traveling today, and with me not having cell phone reception, I just didn't feel very comfortable. So, of course, I woke up first thing this morning thinking about that, and so I just went ahead and packed up and left and made it home so I can at least have some cell phone signal just in case they need help or anything. So, but anyway, I just want to kind of go over some things that I learned from the trip. I got a notepad here. I got jotted down a few things. Not too much. It actually went pretty well. The bed itself was comfortable as far as the cushion and everything. I'm only about 5'9", so I was pretty much stretched out the whole width. Actually, I couldn't stretch out too much. As long as I laid there flat and still, I could sleep fine. If I tried to stretch out any in my legs, yeah, I would hit the tailgate of the car. I guess you could open the tailgate, get one of those skeeter beater screens, which the skeeter beater screens I had on the rear passenger, they work very well. No bugs, no issues. They apparently make them for the back of the hatchbacks. I didn't see it listed for my car, but the lady who runs the place, she says that they have them, and she said they had them for the Outback, and that they may same size would probably fit mine. And seeing that they don't really make them to the shape of the window, they kind of, well, except for my motorhome, it's more of a shape to it, but my Subaru, the back windows is more of a rectangle, the way they made it. So I imagine the one for the Outback is probably big enough for the one for the Crosstrek. What I would do is in the future, I am going to get some more magnets so I can kind of modify it just a little bit, not necessarily permanently modify it, but modify it when I put it up, that I can put the magnets, different places that would lessen those gaps. I didn't have any problem with the bugs coming in the gaps as they were, or if there were any, but I don't know, more comfortable, I guess, feeling that way. But as far as, like I said, going back to the bed, the only complaint I really had was, it was when I went to bed, it was probably in the mid to upper 70s. And when I got into the bed and I laid on top of the sleeping bag, it was warm to me. The car was not warm, but the sleeping bag was warm. And that goes back to what the sleeping bag was made out of, is that shiny, slick material on the outside. So after laying on it for a little bit and not being able to really cool off any, even though I had the fans going, I just pulled the sleeping bag out of the way and just laid on top of the mattress, which I had a fitted sheet over it. So I just laid on top of the fitted sheet, and that was a lot better. The cotton material was a lot better and a lot cooler. And matter of fact, in the middle of the night, I kind of got a little chilly because the temperature dropped down into the mid 60s, maybe a little bit lower. And with the fans blowing on me and everything like that, it did get a little bit cooler in there. And so I had to pull that sleeping bag over on top of me to get a little bit warm. So I think maybe in the future, I'll do that a little bit different. I'll play it by ear with how the weather's going to be. That sleeping bag would have been great. If it was cold outside, it would have definitely kept me warm, probably down to, I would say, 40, 50 degrees. Maybe even warmer. Throwing another blanket on it probably would have been fine. But if I go back, or the next time I go out and it's warm like that, or warmer, I'll definitely take some sheets or something that is not going to be as warm as that sleeping bag was. And like I said, it was the materials. It's kind of that shine. I don't know what the actual makeup of it is, but it's kind of shiny and it's comfy to lay on, but it was just warm. So one thing I think in the future too is with gear, I'll probably more or less customize it to that trip. I think I had a little bit too much, especially with my kitchen. I had too much stuff, but I had a lot of stuff that I wanted to play with. I didn't know exactly what I was going to use, and so that's why I took as much as I did. But I think going in, in the future, I'll pare it down to exactly what that trip is going to be. I'll take exactly. I don't think I had too much food, but I had too much gear toward it and everything. Some of the stuff I want to have all the time. Some of it, I'll not need every time. So just don't think I won't take as much gear, or I'll customize it more down to what I need. There may be some other stuff that I'll need that I didn't have this time. So food, I think I did okay with the food. I had more than what I needed, which is always better. I had planned to stay there this morning and, of course, cook some kind of breakfast. And I had enough for lunch and everything like that. That didn't happen, but food, I think I was pretty good. I took the steak. What I did before, I had froze the steak, and then it's only an hour here to up there, so I pulled the steak out before I left and kind of let it just start. In my video, I said defrosting, I meant thawing out. I let it start thawing out on its own and let it, go that way. But I may do that in the future again. Not sure. May take a better. I don't want to take a really big cool. I have a 12-volt fridge, which would be good for longer trips. Don't think I would want to do it for 1 or 2 night trip, but it's an option. The little cooler I had, it really doesn't keep stuff, it's a lunch bag is basically what it was, the one that I used. So maybe if maybe I'll look into and find a better one. We used to have like one of those little Playmate coolers with the lid that slides off. I'm not sure if we still have it or not. I'll have to look and see if we have it. That might be an option, maybe with some ice or something in there, or some more ice blocks. Those orange blocks that I use, they're called Lynx levelers. I didn't mention the name in the video, but the Lynx levers, they work great. I'm going to keep to use them right now. I don't see any reason to do anything else. I mean, they could be used for other reasons when I'm out camping. So don't know what those other reasons are, but may come up. So for right now, I'm going to continue to use those Lynx levelers, and it's good for leveling the car. Kind of want your head up a little bit more than what you'd want your feet. The sight was a little bit that way just naturally because it was a grade going up to the road, and it was a little bit low on the right side, so that's why I put one on each side on the right side, and it was perfect. The last thing I have on here is maybe on the cooking gear is maybe take we have a butane burner. It's in a black case. You probably see them at Walmart. We have one of those in the motorhome that we keep in the storage. Might take that, or in the future invest in a smaller burner of some sort. I also have I forget what they call them. It's just it's like a Coleman burner. It's a single burner you put on top of a green can. Came with our Timbo Tusk Scottle. And I may take that or get another one or something like that, and just because it would be nice to have something like that to just be easy to make coffee. I enjoyed the firebox stove immensely. It cooked a great steak. It worked well on frying up those potatoes, peppers, and onions. But if I just wanted to make coffee, I didn't want to have to make a fire, or then I could have the Trangia, which I could put the Trangia in there. But here I'm having to fold out the stove, do all this, and then I gotta wait for all that to cool off, before I can put it away. I don't know. I'll just have to play with it. I may take that butane burner the next time with me, or maybe the other thing, the Coleman burner, and see how they work. Because in the morning, the first thing I want is a cup of coffee, and I didn't want to have to go and dig for the firebox stove and the Trangia burner, and then doing all that. I think with the other, I'd just be more apt to get it out and go. And going with that goes back to the gear, the cook gear. I probably just customize it to a trip. Just for me by myself, I would probably just take that small, the 14 centimeter Zebra Billy Pot that I had, because I can heat up the water in that to make the coffee in the AeroPress. Wouldn't mind getting another AeroPress just to keep in the kit, but I also like having one here at the house because I like using it here at the house too. Let's see, I believe that's about it. But overall, I would make it, or grade it a success. A lot better than it was that first time with that air mattress years ago that I tried it. Back then, it was kind of funny. I was at a lake there in Georgia, and it started off good. I had the fans going, but then I didn't want to roll down the windows because there was mosquitoes out. And then when I just about, it's like, well, maybe when the mosquitoes go away at night, I can roll down the windows. Well, I was laying there in bed and I kept hearing thunk, thunk, thunk on the top of the car, and it was spiders coming out of the trees. And I was like, nope, time to go. So, but anyway, this was a lot better. Definitely a success, and I will definitely be doing it again. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that little bell so you get notified of any more future videos. Give us a thumbs up. Share it too. Give it a share. If you like our gear with our logo here, if you want one of these hats, we can get you one of these hats too. Just let us know. Just send us a message, comment, whatever. Leave us an email how we can get a hold of you, and we'll tell you how much it will be and see how long it will take to get it done. We don't have a lot of inventory on these or shirts. We have a few shirts. Shirts are going to be $15. The hats are going to be probably a little bit more, probably closer up to around $20, because this is actually one of our patches put onto a hat. So we have this done through a company that makes our t-shirts, and don't forget about, we also have the stickers for $3, patches I believe were $4 or $5, don't hold me to that, and then the little metal pins, those are $8, and all these prices that I'm quoting you are shipped. And if you're watching this video later, you might want to check the prices on our website. So that's the best place to find the prices on our website. If it's something that's not listed on our website, just ask us and we'll give you a current price. But the current prices for anything that we have in stock in quantities will be on the website and will be the most current prices. So, and you go there to the thewoodsonline.tv/shop. And we'll talk to you later. Y'all have a good one, guys. Bye.